All right, I was just going to cut this and then I decided I would turn the video on because this might be relevant to some people as they're watching. I am cutting the first layer, and what I do is I just go from outer edge to outer edge around the entire journal. This particular one, it's probably close to 13 inches. And so this is some lovely vintage ruffled lace. Just going to cut it right here. And that becomes my base ruffle. And then the next layer that I do, show you what it looks like at the front. So it comes right to the outside of this edge here. Now I take it off the journal and do the next layer, which I've decided will be this one. And I'm going to place it just so that this bottom layer is peeking through when it sits on top of the cover. I want these to pretty much meet up. And then I just gather it around like so. I'm going to cut it about here. Probably a little more than I need, but I just want to give it some measure of grace because it's lying flat, whereas the layer underneath is ruffled. And then the next layer will be this pretty little collar. So that I will attach to this. So it's coming together. And then I need to cut a support band, which I'm going to use some more of this. And I just cut it the length of these other two layers here. I could tea dye this, but I'm not going to because it's not really going to show unless you lift up the skirt and look at it. So I'm just going to leave it white. That's fine. So here, a little bit more. And I'll cut it right here. So if I were to measure this one, it would actually be closer to 14, but I think I've given myself extra room here. And this one, not sure yet what ties I'm gonna do, but I will probably use this beautiful sari silk. So I cut it to about 22 to 24 inches long, folded over is about 48, which is about 1.25 yards. And then I attach it to the back and sew it all together, and that's what I do. So I hope you found this helpful, and we will carry on with the next step. Thank you for watching. All right, the next step is going to be gluing the laces down, well, dabbing a little bit of glue on there. And then I will take this piece over to the machine and stitch it along the band, the upper band. And then I will come back and probably either just dab a little bit of glue on this piece or baste it on with hand stitching for this piece. I really wanted this lovely tambour piece on the top, but it was just too long, and it looks better layered with this over top. So we all know it's there, and this beautiful scalloped edge is peeking through the bottom. And then this other vintage lace just gives a bit of depth. All right, so here we go. I'm probably not going to talk very much. I'll just do my thing. And it's the evening here, so I only have the lighting from my desk, no natural light in my windows. Very fortunate I have 3 windows in my studio here that really, really help. Living in California, we get a lot of beautiful sunshine. So I'm spoiled, but I need it. Let me tell you, I need the light. All right, and this piece is just very, very fine. It's a little on the stiff side, but that's okay because it's going underneath. And then I'm just gonna let that little picot edge, I think that's what it's called, show through. So just barely apply it. And then I use my brayer. Make sure it's well and truly on there. And then the next piece is our beautiful vintage piece of a collar. Just gonna snip that little thread there. And because it flays out so much, I'm not going to just squish it all on the front part. I'm going to actually stagger it just a bit because the other layer is going to go over top. So this piece will still, you know, hang over the front. And of course, we're going to put something fancy there. And then this other lace piece, the scalloped edge, will nicely drape over the back part. So I need to dab some glue on from about here to here. So I'm going to start here. Kind of near the end of this bottle, so it's getting very stringy. All right, that'll do it. So dab this glue here. All right, so that is 3 layers so far, and then one more piece here, and I am going to again layer the glue, and I think I'm going to do it right in the middle here. So I will right in between this stitching where it's all gathered tightly, because I want the ruffle to show a little bit. and I will let it sit and rest for a bit before I actually take it over to the machine, of course. So this time I will start at the front, and I'm going to make a gathering edge because that one layer is so very long. I'm gonna let this one drop down about an inch. Excuse me, I have a cold. All right. That was prickly, whatever that was. All right. You see it taking shape? And then that way this beautiful antique piece shows through just a little bit, which I really love. And then this piece can get dropped down like that. And that will be our skirt. So I'm going to let it dry and then take it to the machine and stitch it. And I have these other pieces here that I will work on next. All right. So here's my collar and my support band. This same lace, this ruffled gathered one. Got my ties here. I do have the ties ready for the other one. They're going to be pink as well. And this one. I think it's going to go underneath this one. That's right. I think I'm going to drop it down just a bit. And then put this one. Well, what am I going to do here? No, I don't want that white to show. Yeah, this is the primary right here. So what was I thinking? This just gives it poof. Okay, I'll do it. So I will glue this one on, and I'm going to use the same method and apply the glue in between the gathers. So on this one, the ruffle piece is the second, or the in-between layer, so it's not going to be as predominant as in the first one we just put together. If I've gone out of frame, it's because I gotta be able to see where I'm dabbing the glue here. And I just put it in between the stitching, double stitching. And I'm going to keep it level with the top of the support band. You have to apply the pieces together before you stitch them if you're going to use a machine, or just hand baste them. Otherwise it will just slip and slide all over the place. Speaking from experience. Okay, that's together. And then the next one is this beautiful piece. You know what? I don't think it really matters. But this is the right way. And now I am going to take it up a little bit, just a smidge, and I will run the glue on this piece. There we go. So you can see it is staggered just a bit. The bottom layer just tucks through, peeks through a bit. So very pretty. And then this will be easy to just go with the machine. Alrighty. And then once I have stitched that, I'm not going to do this one with the machine. I will hand stitch this on, and that will just go right in here. Isn't that adorable? I love it. So that will be number 2 with the pink ties. And then we've got this one. Not as many layers, but I'm pleased with it. This is of course colored, so it's got more definition to it. This is an absolutely beautiful piece of antique French lace. It is absolutely stunning. So I will attach this to this first. This piece is also just a little bit more detailed. So it's got more body to it, and it's going to just be a beautiful underlay for the colored ruffled lace there. All right. And then our ruffle. I am going to put the glue right there. Right here. All right. Then I will stitch this right through or around where I dabbed the glue, so I need to wait for it to dry. And these are my ties that I'm going to just put on the back. And then I have this absolutely beautiful vintage pearl trim, the rope trim. This was a gift to me from Georgianne when she saw the project that I was doing. And I used it on the one journal so far, and I'm going to use it on this one as well. And then I have enough to probably do around, I'm thinking the top of one of the other journals. But isn't that just so beautiful? Love it. So I will sign off for now, and then I'll come back and show you what they look like completed before I wrap them around each journal. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.